So this is definitely an interesting one because this was actually my first MCU film I ever saw in theaters all the way back in 2010, which was 8 years ago come the release of Infinity War. That is crazy to say, you know, I mean, when you're retreading on old films, which it's just, yeah, it's crazy that you even consider them old. But they honestly did a really good job with this one. I actually think it gets way more hate than is necessary. It really is, honestly, not only a comprehensive film, but it's a pretty good film, guys. Like, if you go back to rewatch it, it really is. It's fun. It's so fun. It flows with the same tone as the first Iron Man. Granted, it has a bit more colorful, I would say, and it has a lot more fun, I would say. It has, like, a lot more stuff going on, because since we are past the origin, we already have everything set up, so now we can play a little more in this sandbox, and they definitely do that very well. I think the villain of Whiplash, played by Mickey Rourke, was not only interesting in look, but I thought he actually worked pretty well as a villain. He's not one of the strongest villains, but he was pretty alright. And I just, like I said, I love his look. I think he looks intimidating, kind of creepy, and it just worked. As far as Don Cheadle replacing Terrence Howard as Rhodey, I think it works very well. I very much enjoy it. I personally like it a lot more than Terrence Howard, but that's probably because I'm so used to Don Cheadle now, with him being in upwards of maybe 5 movies at this point. He just did really well as Colonel James Rhodes, and he also brought War Machine to life in this film. We actually get to see the War Machine suit, and it is spectacular. Now, of course, Robert Downey Jr. is as awesome as always, so we're not going to do too much on that in regards to his casting with all these, like, because we know. But as far as the Tony Stark character, I really like how he's dealing with his own mortality, that he's on the brink of death, and he's, like, trying to work things out, and he realizes he can't find a cure for himself, so he places Pepper Potts as CEO of his company. He's just trying to live life to the fullest with how much time he has left until he discovers the new element thanks to his father, and he also overcomes some stuff about his dad with his bad past with him, and it's really intriguing to explore this side of the character. I very much enjoy it. I think Pepper did a great job again, and also we have the introduction of Scarlett Johansson as Natalie Rushman, her alias, when she's actually Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow. She was introduced very well. I actually enjoyed her a lot, and it's interesting because her leather suit is blue, not the traditional black that we see from Avengers onward. I just thought that's kind of interesting. My least favorite hairstyle, I just thought I'd randomly bring that up because her hairstyle changes in every single film appearance she makes. But she did really good. I thought she acted great, and also she displayed a lot of awesome action. Now, I know there's stunt doubles in there, but just the character I really enjoyed, and I'm glad we got to see more of her in Avengers. Yeah, overall, I just think it works on so many levels. This film, it's really not as bad as people are saying, and if you go back and watch it, I think you'll see why. If you are retreading on the MCU and you're rewatching the films, I actually have a bit of nostalgia for this film. I felt rewatching it, and that's probably because I saw it with my dad in the theater, but it really was just a really solid film, and if you haven't seen it in a while, go watch it again, because I don't think you'll be disappointed. It's not a waste of time. Is it one of the lesser of the MCU? I'm gonna have to reevaluate that after all these, because honestly, I really enjoyed it a lot more than I have. Like, this is the most I've enjoyed it since back in 2010 when I was a little kid, and I was talking about this all the time, this film. It was just so fun. I would always rewatch it. The Mark V suit up was excellent. That was really cool. Yeah, if you haven't seen it in a while, make sure you go do, because it's really fun. Now let's go ahead and touch on the uncredited scene. Now this uncredited scene I unfortunately did not get to experience in theaters because I was still unaware of the uncredited scene phase at the time. I didn't know about it until Avengers itself, but that's all fine. It's really cool because we see Coulson driving through the desert, and he stops, gets out of his car, and he says, gets on the phone, says, "Sir, we found it." And pans back, and it reveals that it's Thor's hammer. And that is a big monumental thing to go from, okay, we have established Iron Man, we have Hulk, which has been done before, okay, we got that. Now we're gonna do a sequel to Iron Man, that works, and then what can we introduce next? And we're already jumping over to Cosmic Realm with Thor, which kind of feels like a really big step, and it is, but we now realize that they pulled it off, and we will be talking about that next Monday. So I think it was a pretty cool end credit scene, great tease, can't wait to talk about Thor next week, very much looking forward to it. So guys, make sure you come back Monday, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, every Monday for a new film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, leading up to Avengers Infinity War. That being said, enjoy the review, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already, and that being said, I hope you have a great day. May the Force be with you, always.